I feel a little bit red face in here. It's actually quite warm, so that's okay. How is everyone? Oh, I've come up. Hi everyone. My name's Tracy Bish. I'm an independent step out demonstrator in Central Victoria, Australia. Bit of an impromptu live today. I wanted to share with you a card, or actually 5 cards, using the in colours that are retiring really soon. So I want to really focus your attention on these in colours because they are beautiful colours, and sadly we are losing them. So if you maybe didn't know that yet, I wanted to bring it to your attention because you know you don't want to miss out on them either. It's also part of Tracy's Sunday challenge for this week, so if you are looking for a crafty challenge, maybe that's something that you can join in and share some really great craft with everyone on the group. Hi Rachel, how are you? It's a lot hotter this afternoon than it was earlier, so I probably should have left the evaporative on, but we've got a beautiful sunny day. Actually, I did washing this morning and I wasn't sure whether it was going to get dry because it was really overcast. Still a little bit yucky after all that rain that we had, but it's turned out like an absolute gorgeous day. But it's nice to have some nice rain that we got as well. So I think after speaking to you, Rachel, I think you guys sent it down to us, which is fantastic. We have nice tanks that are completely full. So yeah, not complaining at all. So how has everyone been? Have you been doing anything exciting? Do you have anything to let us know about? I am still in the process of getting all my swaps ready for on stage. We are going to on stage next week. I actually leave next Wednesday, and I think this is the latest I've had my swaps to get ready and to organise. So I still have one more video to film, but I'm still uploading and editing a whole heap of others as well. So if you're not coming to on stage, or you're looking for a little bit of crafty fun, next week starting Thursday, I think it is, you'll have some videos from me sharing some crafty swap goodness with you. Oh, awesome. Rachel got 3 cards done today. That's wonderful. Yeah, I'm super excited to see how the swaps are going to go as well, Rachel. I've actually joined a couple of organised swaps, and yeah, I'm excited to see how they go as well. Hi Marion, how are you? All right, so we've got a few people on. Welcome. I hope that you're having a really great week. I know we're only into hump day today, but I found out today that Monday is a public holiday, so I'm even more excited. We have Labor Day on Monday, so that means no work, and I can do some last minute preparations for on stage, or you know, get my stuff together. So I'm not feeling as stressed. We'll get there. I know I'll get there, but yeah. So today's card is going to be one. I've created 4 cards using the in colours. We're going to create another one, and I'm actually using a stamp set that I haven't used too much. It's in the mini catalogue. I loved it when I saw it, and I really haven't used it much, which I think comes down to I'm not crafting quite as much as I was, so I'm not getting through the stamp sets and using as much as I did. But we are using this set here. How gorgeous are these little sheep? Woolly Friends is the bundle, so you can get it with a punch, or you can just use the stamp set. But I love this card. I think this is a gorgeous little card. So I'm excited to be using that one, and getting some ink onto the stamps. And I will say, I think I've used just about every stamp in that set with these cards. What's really great is if there's 5 sentiments in here, and we're using all 5 sentiments. So each card is different with a different sentiment. So that's really nice. All right, so I'm going to pop the camera down and we'll get going through. Actually, before we get going with that, I'll quickly just say, Marion's a little busy getting ready for on stage. Yeah, I think we all are. It's a nice time though, isn't it? It's nice to get some things getting ready and done. So we have just started into March, so we have a new product of the month, which is a really great stamp set, and I silly forgot to do a printout for it. But if you're interested, go over to my online store or on my socials. You can see the product of the month. You can purchase that for a $9 stamp set when you spend $125 in sales. So it's like an added bonus. You get to that $125 mark, and for $9 you can add that product of the month for each month. But for this month we have a new Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle that is using the Lovely Blossoms, and this is a really great set. We have some great 12 wonderful cards in this tutorial bundle, and I will be doing a video I think next Monday to share with you my card and a little bit more about the bundle. But you can get this free with any order this month, so any order in my online store will get you the free tutorial bundle. You can join my team, the INKY Stampers. They also get the bundle tutorial each month. Or if you're outside of Australia or you're already working with another demonstrator, you can purchase this over on my blog as well. So there's a couple of ways you can grab your hands onto that one, but I will be giving this out to my INKY Stampers team members next week, so keep an eye out for that one. And also, this is my second month in doing this promotion, so anyone who orders in my online store will get the tutorial bundle, but for anyone who orders $50 or more before shipping will also be getting one of the card kits from this set. So this month I'm using the Expressions in Colour. This is from June 2021, and I'll be sending out for all my customers spending $50 before shipping a card kit that we'll get to create together and have a little bit of fun with, so in an exclusive group. So if that interests you, look at those beautiful cards. So each month I'm going to have a different paper pumpkin kit. Now this is not available in Australia, it's only actually available in Canada and the US. I've got some friends in the US that I purchased these from, and now I'm sharing them with you as well. So if that interests you, just have to go over to my online store. So really simple. All right, let's pop the camera down and we'll get looking at what we're going to create tonight. So fun. Let's get this situated. I know it's super noisy, so I do apologize. So here are the retiring in colors. We have Pretty in Pink, Petunia Pop, Summer Splash, which is this beautiful light green, Peach Pie, and Shy Shamrock. So we're using those 5 colors on the cards. And I've also brought in my 24 to 26 in color design series paper pack. These have, I'm not sure whether these are the current ones or whether these are the retired ones, but you could purchase them, and I know there's still some in the shop now. They might be different designs though, but in all 5 of the colors, and you get multiple sheets of each design. There's 2 designs in every color. So let me see. Yeah, so you've got those 2 designs and then these 2 designs. So you've got some great papers in that paper pack when they do that. You can also get them in the color families, so Brights, Regals, Subtles, what's the other one? Neutrals, as well as the in colors. Put me on the spot there for a minute. My ink pads are so clean. Funny you say that, Rachel. Can I tell you a secret? This afternoon, they were filthy. So I brought in my rag and I cleaned them all. So I'm glad that you noticed. That is so funny. They are really not that clean when you bring them up close, but that's okay. That's so funny. All right, so the 5 in colors, I'm using again the Woolly Friends. You're calling me out, Rachel, that's so funny. The Woolly Friends stamp set. But let me share with you the 4 cards that I've already created. And I went with like a sketch design and then created them in 4 colors. So this one is the Petunia Pop. How cute is that? So I've got a strip of cardstock, some DSP. I've used the Stylish Shape dies. This is the largest circle die. Then we have our little sheepy that we've punched out and popped up his little head or her head. The sentiment, we have also a little banner here and some embellishments. And I'm not sure, I probably should have checked. These are the INKY shimmer gems. They may be retired, but that's what I have in the INKY. So I'm really just showcasing the beautiful INKY that will be retiring. So when the new catalogue comes out, these retire, we get new INKY. And I can say I've seen the 5 new INKY, and you may have already as well on social media. I love them. I think the new 5 colours are beautiful, so I'm super excited to get my hands on those, but I am a little sad to see these ones go as well. So Petunia Pop, and we've got Sending Flowers and Sunshine. We have Shy Shamrock, same design, everything's the same, but we've got Welcome Cutie. How cute is the little head pop-up? And can you see in the background here, we've got little butterflies floating around. Love that. Next one is Peach Pie. Same thing, we've got Sending Flowers and Sunshine. Oh, I've used that twice. That means I haven't used 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh no, there's only 4. I was thinking there was 5. It's all right. We've used this one twice, but that's okay. We're using a different one for the Summer Splash. And this one's pretty in pink. Beautiful pink. Perfect for all your little girls' cards. And we've got You're Simply Fabulous. So pretty. So we're going to create the 5th card in Summer Splash. So that is the lighter green, which I'm really loving greens right now, and this is such a pretty green, so we're going to go with that. I'm also using some stamping blends, and I have my kit here ready to go. So starting off, we've got a piece of basic white thick cardstock. It's half a piece of A4, and I've scored it in the middle, so we're just going to burnish that score line. Does anyone have this stamp set at home? I absolutely love critter stamps, so anything with animals in, I pretty much have to have. But anyway, that's just the way it is. I've got a piece of the Summer Splash cardstock, and I've got that written somewhere. Hang on. This is going to be 3 5/8 by 3 7/8. Also in Summer Splash, I've got the banner piece. This is 3 by 1 inch. I've got a piece of this beautiful DSP, which is 2 by 3.5. And then the circle is the largest circle in the Stylish Shapes, and it's 3 5/8 by 3 5/8 diameter. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of stamping first, and I will be using my punch. You could also just stamp them and fussy cut round as well, but I do have the punch, so we're going to be using that. And I'll just pop that there so we can see. So Summer Splash, I'm going to stamp the little body first, and that's this one here. Because I'm going to line it up with my punch, I want to make sure that I've got my little feet up the top. If you're using the punches, it's always good to see the position of the punch first, and then that way you know that it's in the right position. Otherwise you're going to be cutting off a lot of cardstock or just making it hard for yourself. And then we're going to stamp the full colour. We could leave him white, but I wanted the full colour. I'm going to stamp that over the top, like so. Didn't line that up very well, but we won't worry about that. And then I'm going to quickly punch him out. if I wanted to line up all my pieces, I could have done that and created like a jig for myself, but we're just going to do it this way. So we have his body, her body. It's probably more of a girl. We'll say her body. And then the next one we're going to do is the head, and because the head's on this side, I wonder if I can turn it around. Yep, I'll turn it around this way. So stamp that down. Feed him through. This way I'm not creating too many offcuts with my card. We've got the head, and then lastly we're going to stamp this one here. Wrong way, Tracy. And I think what I'll do is I'll just cut a piece off, because I'm going to end up chopping too much of my cardstock because of how it's situated. So it's just here. I can pop it in this way. So I need it to sort of be on a little bit of an angle. Like so. See how well I've done. Again, just lining up. The other thing I could have done is just punched all the images out just with white cardstock, and then come in and stamped those images that I needed. There's always a couple of ways around doing things. All right, so I have those. I'll come back in with my ink pad in just a second, but we'll just move that to the side. Let's sort of fiddle with those ones a little bit. I do need to add dimensionals to the back of the little head, but before I do that, I want to colour in her head and her bow. So I'm going to bring in the light Summer Splash, and just little tufts on the top of her head. We're going to colour those in, and I'm also going to give her little cheeks a little bit of colour. So cute. And then we're just going to colour in the bow a little bit as well. And I will say, with all the bows, I didn't colour in perfectly. I left a little bit of white space, and I think that actually looks really good when you do that. See if that's going to focus. Focus. Not easily focusing, is it? There we go. Can you see that with a little bit of white space actually looks really good? Okay. We need some hello from the Netherlands. It's nice to have you here, and again, I still struggle with your name. And I won't butcher it again. So we've got a few dimensionals on the back here. And we're just going to add a little bit of the liquid glue to the little bow. I'm trying really hard. Is it Regina? You'll have to send it to me again, how you say it, because I feel really bad that I can't say hello to you. But I'm terrible with names and languages. I'm so sorry. But how cute is that? So cute. Okay, so then we're going to come in with our circle and we're going to do a little bit more stamping. I just put my, oh my goodness. Let's see if we can't get that on our card. That's terrible. Okay, in the stamp set there is these little tulips, and I thought they would look really nice just underneath, sort of like tiptoeing through them. So I'm going to stamp one down the very bottom and then one up the side, like so. And then in the stamp set there's also the inlays for both the flowers and the leaves. So we're just going to add the summer splash in each of those positions there, like so. Like I said, I think I used just about every stamp in the stamp set. Didn't quite get that position there, but you know what, it really doesn't matter. I don't think you're going to see all that badly. So we have that, and then the last thing that we need to stamp is the sentiment. So let's bring in that basic white thick piece again, and the sentiment that we're going to be using is you, as in E-W-E, make me happy. So I'm just going to stamp that down as well. And then, did I say that was the last thing that we're stamping? There's one more thing. On our Summer Splash card, there is that little butterfly zooming around. We're going to stamp that a couple of times as well, just for the background. And then one down the bottom. Oh, so cute. Doesn't look like anything right now, but once we add all our layers together, you'll see it all come together. Okay. So basic white thick cardstock. Let's add our layer of cardstock. Making sure it's opened the right way. My German Shepherd is harumphing a little bit around. My hubby's gone down to do a course with the CFA, and the sun is still shining outside and she's not out in it, so she's not overly happy tonight. So I think that is a little bit bigger than I need it to be. I don't think I measured that properly, so I'm just going to cut off a little bit on the end. Yeah, that's better. Pop that down. And then for our banner, you can do it a couple of different ways. You can cut up the center and then cut from each corner to that centerpiece. Actually, one thing I have just discovered is this punch here cuts perfect banners. So that's what I've been using lately. Just lining up the edges and making sure that's sort of center. And look at that banner. Perfect every time. But I will say that piece is a little bit too long. I've obviously not measured correctly all my pieces in my rush this afternoon. Okay, so we're going to add that layer down. Sort of towards the bottom middle. And then we're going to pop up our little circle there with some more dimensionals. What's everyone doing tonight? Are you doing anything exciting? I think I need to do a couple of voiceovers for my onstage swaps. I'll be doing that. And I need to do one more video, but I don't know whether I'll get the video done. Okay, so this, because I've popped up his or her little head, I'm actually just going to adhere that one down with liquid glue. Like so. And then we can bring in our sentiment piece. I do need to cut that down. I didn't cut it down to any lengths because each of the sentiments are a little bit different. So you just need to eye those sentiment pieces and cut down where it's needed. And I think I need to make that a little bit smaller. Like so. Just to even up the edges. Lots more little pieces for my floor. Hi Glenda, how are you? Marion's playing with the wishing well. That is a cute set. Oh, Rachel's thinking about what she's going to have for dinner. You'll come up with something really nice. We had dinner early tonight just because Ad was going off to do that course. And we had prawn pasta, like prawn creamy pasta. It was really nice. So nice. So for this one, because we've got the circle die cuts popped up, I've added 2 dimensionals for this piece, so it's all going to be on the one level, and then just at the very edge it's going to sit on top of the circle. I've added some liquid glue, and that way first off it's all at the same level, and also it's all nicely adhered down as well. So we have our sentiment. Looks great. Let's bring in our little embellishments as well. And as you can see, I don't have a lot left in this, which is great. So I'm going to stick 3 down on the card. And they're all going to be large ones because that's all I have left in this colour. I could probably get away with a Shy Shamrock, but we'll keep it at the same colour. There we have it. 5 beautiful cards using the Stampin' Up! Retiring 2020, what is it, 2024 to 2026 in colours. Shy Shamrock, Peach Pie, Summer Splash, Petunia Pop, and Pretty in Pink. What colour is your favourite, or what card is your favourite? I think this stamp set is so adorable. I actually got it for my son's girlfriend loves sheep and lambs, so she'll be getting a birthday card with this for sure. She's obsessed with sheep and lambs. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, so Tracy's Sunday Challenge this week is all about the retiring in colours. So if you have these colours you would like to create a card, please share it with us. We would love to see what you're creating as well. And there'll be a new challenge next Sunday, so you've got plenty of time to, you know, still create and join in. And make sure you go over and check out what everyone else is creating as well. So it's always nice to get a little bit of inspiration from other people as well. Rachel says pink is her favourite, but Summer Splash is also pretty. Yeah, Pretty in Pink is really pretty, absolutely. Shame the colours don't last long. Yeah, I know, 2 years is not long enough, is it? It'd be nice to have them around for a little bit longer, but it could be worse. It could be for 1 year, so that would not be any good. All right, everyone, thank you so much for spending a bit of time with me. Don't forget, you can join in the challenge. You can purchase through my online store and receive the Simple Sweet Stampers tutorial bundle, which is the Lovely Blossoms, this one here. Amazing 12 cards in that tutorial bundle. you spend over $50, you'll receive one card kit from my Paper Pumpkin kit. This month is Expressions in Colour kit. It was from June 2021. And what else? Yeah, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe channel, and if you're watching this after the live, leave me a comment. Let me know what your favorite is. Let me know what you're doing at the moment as well. All right, everyone, thank you so much for spending a bit of time with me. I'll be back, I believe, Monday for another little get together, and we'll be sharing the Lovely Blossoms Suite bundle tutorial. So come back and enjoy that. All right, enjoy the rest of your week. See you later. Bye.